I don't think that Schenectady will ever be somewhere where, someone takes a week-long vacation just to come here. We're certainly not Disney World, and I get that, but we have so much to appreciate here and a lot to offer, and how can we maximize that and get some more folks in to explore and see what we have.
Who are you targeting mainly as your audience to bring to Schenectady?
We want to start by really focusing on making the residents excited to be here and those that live here and call Schenectady home, and then bleeding into the local, regional, and kind of moving out from there. So in terms of targeting, we want to get Schenectadians really excited about what we have going on here, and then regionally too, looking at the capital region, Saratoga, and then expanding as we go.
And what does that look like? I mean, as a resident, I might not have tourism in my own town on my mind. So how do you reach a resident?
Absolutely. I think really targeting some of those big things that we know and love about Schenectady and really focusing on that. Dining is a big one, but thinking about Proctor's and what a really great mainstay that is in the community, and the level of productions and talent that come through on that stage. Looking at the casino, which is still new, but a really fun place to go and have a little bit of a staycation here. And so starting with some of those big partners, and then how can we work in even some of our smaller businesses as well.
Yeah. Well, why has dining become a focus for you guys?
That's the one thing that I think, no matter the roller coaster that people may have felt like about Schenectady over this whole revitalization, one thing we've been known for a really long time is our food. We've got some great Italian, and I think there's a lot of history with our Italian restaurants here. And as Schenectady's dining scene continues to grow, we get to add more really great things. It's something we've always been proud of, and now it's growing. And I think that's a really good place to start in getting people to be excited about Schenectady. And the businesses have been so receptive and so excited to participate with us because they're proud of where they are. And if we as business owners, as organizations, are proud and excited about what we're doing, it really does bleed through to the community.
And with similar event spaces around the region, such as the Capital Center in Albany and the TU Center just being renovated, things like that, how does Rivers and Schenectady differentiate itself as a convention destination?
Absolutely. I think we're a little bit smaller, and we're okay with that. So the Capital Center is a beautiful, beautiful project, and the connectivity that it brings to Albany and that whole area of downtown is really exciting. I love going to the Capital Center. So I think, there are certain things that they can accommodate really well that we simply aren't big enough for, and that's okay. So really our sweet spot is that 200 to 300 person conference. Certainly we're hoping, we'll get more spaces online and can host more than that.
So how do you see Schenectady within the broader region, as far as attracting tourists goes?
And obviously I love Schenectady, and I speak on behalf of Schenectady County, but I think similar to talking about businesses within the county, I think when the capital region works together, again, we all win. And it's kind of fun to start to develop this voice and this tone and style for Schenectady, along with, you've got this certain artistic, I hate the word hipster because I feel like it has a negative connotation, but there's a certain feel to Troy that's different than here. And Albany has the Capitol and has some of that government and the historical flair, which certainly, we're proud of our history here too. And Saratoga has the track, so we all have our, and some different experiences there. So we all have an identity, and I think that's a good thing, and we can all work together so that there's really something for everyone in the capital region.